Okay, so just use Frankie. So, you're on over here, bro. So let's just say the last move Frankie got home, man. Probably the worst position to be in. I'm looking for that Hail Mary escape. His hands are already on the mat. I just C-grip. I'm pushing, and maybe flip. I just can't get my foot under his armpit. Sometimes when you're going for something, he doesn't realise you're trying to get something else. I'm going to shoulder walk back and kind of get him over my hips so he's in middle mount again. Another thing I can do now from here is if his hands are on the mat, I put my two hands go on his hips. I tuck my elbows to the body, the mermaid escape, and now from there I just bridge and my hips raise his hips off the mat, and then I bring in my hooks, my butterfly guard hooks. Again, I can sit him up, start to work the whole butterfly guard game, but working something a little different from here. I'm very close to the wedge position, or the our wedge position when we were playing the Dungannon game. So I'm going to look, sit back. If I can't disengage my butterfly hooks, I can just walk my hips back a little bit. So as I sit back into closed guard, I lose the underhook and I dig this one in. So I've head control and an underhook in his right arm, and I just pull into closed guard. So option one from here is I'm going to look for the Giftwrap. I start to raise my hand and bring this across. As I shrug my shoulder, my left hand finds his hand. Now if he's keeping it out away from me, I can use my bicep to pass it up and I make the Giftwrap escape. So option one from there is I'm looking to come out onto the back. I build the base to my elbow, but now Frankie's going to clamp his left elbow, which traps my right leg, so I just feel I can't come up. So the minute I lift my hip, I'm just going to underhook the far leg and use that to put him over with a floor sweep. Then we're up and we can start playing our game from there. That's option one. Option two is when I end up here and I build the base, he's not clamping with his elbow. So from there, we talked about this getting my hips higher than Frankie's concept. So as I pull my hook out, I don't like swinging this leg in because I'm not putting weight in him. Frankie can bail onto his left side from there, and then I'm losing my good position to get back a step. So we're just going straight into, I can windshield wiper my right foot to the outside, find the shin, foot goes in the middle, and pull him straight back into the truck if I choose to. Or we can just play the back from there. My sole of the foot goes in the heel, push down, left hand finds the hip, right hand comes under the shoulder, I escape my hip, and now we are on the back. Just with your back to the camera, bro. So maybe just was in middle mount, right? The biggest mistake on the mermaid escape is, just turn this way, bro. Trying to do it with his weight on his knees, it's just an impossibility. So I have to knee him in the ass to get his hands on the mat. Now his legs are light. Two hands go on the hips, a bridge, and I just bring my knees inside and kick him up into butterfly. If I've on the underhook, I can go straight into and pull sweeps from there. Or from here, if I bail back the closed guard and I can move my hips back and win that underhook and get head control, sorry bro, we end up here, and we're very much in that position where when we were playing it in the Dungannon system, where I can look for the triangle. But another option is I can flick his arm over my head just with a shoulder shrug, and as I do that, I'll use my body to push his arm around and just make the grip, that Giftwrap grip. So option one from there is I build the base till my elbow. I'm looking to come up. The minute I feel him clamping, as I fall, I'm hitting the sweep. I just underhook that far leg and use that to take him over. Or from there, when I build the base till my elbow and he's not clamping, my right knee comes in to make a base that allows me to come up. The detail is my weight is on Frankie. It's hard for him to base or fall onto the side when I'm putting weight on him. So now from there, I just windshield wiper my right foot to the outside, grab the shin or body lock, pull him straight back onto me. The truck is there if I choose to, I have that. Or my foot can push on the heel, control the hip. Again, it's hard for me to get alignment if my right foot's still controlling his bottom leg there. So I just take that hook out, but I still have knee position. And now I can use that to get alignment. When the underhook, put them on the back, and just use these so you can see, bro. So from here, we go for the last move. Maybe he's got high mount. Push him forward, he just can't get that leg out. So another option is elbows back and a shoulder walk back and a back to middle mount. Hands go on the hips. Inside control with my feet. I don't want, this isn't going to work. If Dane's grapevines on me, yeah, he's connected to me. I'm going to show you what to do next time if he's grapevines. So I have inside control, that's the detail. So now I just hit him on my hips and bring my knees towards my chest. Again, when I kick up, butterfly guards there if I choose to, and I have the underhook. But another thing I can do is I can pull at the close guard. I'm swimming this inside, I get head control. I'm pulling back, and now I have close guard. So I'll shrug my shoulder. I have control of this right arm, and the triangle is there. If I can make wedges, and they end up in this position, we talked about how this foot comes over, which allows me to extract this, and now from there, the triangle is there, but keeping it slightly different, I can come up and get into this gift wrap position. And when I come up to my elbow, I'm looking to take the back from there, but Dane can clamp my bottom leg, so I end up here. So as I'm still on my hand, I just shoot underhook and go for the floor sweep. It's option one. Or when I build the base and come up and I feel this leg is free, for me to free my hand so I can lock harness control, I need to put my right knee in the mat. So I just shrimp back. There's my knee, which means my hands are free. Yes, I can start to lock the harness. Things being really tight. So instead of going for upper body control, we just switch to lower body control. So watch my right foot, it just swims from the inside to the outside. So just made a wee hook here. Foot comes between the middle. You can grab the shin or you can body lock, and I just pull them straight back onto me. Options to hit the calf crank from the truck, or heel goes on the sole of my foot, push down, control the hip, but take that foot out so I can shrimp out to get alignment. And now I'm on the back. Just one more angle on that. This time just Dane's got middle mount. Detail is, don't try it when he's with no hands on the mat. I have to make these legs light, so name in the ass, hands are on the mat. Again, if his legs are triangled or crossed underneath my butt, I also wouldn't be going for this. But if they're kind of clamping a little bit, I can just hit him with my hip, come straight into butterfly, winning that underhook. Alright, we can be playing the whole butterfly guard game, but if I want to go down this avenue, I just re-pummel. This one comes in and I'm pulling him forward, and I'm pulling close guard. From that control position, I start to cut the angle. I shrug my shoulder and pass this arm across. Again, I haven't let go. I can use my body to smear this in. And now from there, I make the grip, pull it up in, come up till an elbow, come up till a hand, and anytime I feel him clamping, I'm just shooting underneath and looking for that leg. That's option one. Or I will build a base, shrimp out, and actually get my knee on the mat. Do this out to the side. I can still look for upper body, but if I want lower body, all I'm going to do is windshield wiper my right foot from the inside to the outside. See the way it's hooked? Now from there, I can grab the shin and pull back. Another thing I can do from there is I can grab the foot, and if my hips higher than Dane's hips, I can roll over. And now from that position, I have the calf crank, or I have the black Jiu-Jitsu. Right? Let's throw that one, guys, yeah?